Try to spend the whole M on some clothes. Got up on this, I sold out the show. Got like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that wet on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Still ain't got time with you.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes around the stadium, clad in silver and black, going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. J.J. Nelson now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. First down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 47 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check 4. Get down. All right, Eddie. Here I come again. 29.
Carr now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Raider 1. Get down. 180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Down. 185. 29. 618.
A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
93.
They'll run for it. Lynch. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Michael Brocker's in on the stop. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Vontaze Burfict the one to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down is gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Rams were the highest scoring team in the league last year, and they're on the move early with a 1st and 10. On first down, gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On first down, it's Gurley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Hey, 7:34. White Monday. Yeah, 98's down. 58-98.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Low. But 5-man box.
Carr to throw on second down. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Well, we turn our attention to the Rams here as the offense comes out. So many positive vibes around this club entering 2018. Their third season back in L.A., a new stadium on the way. And coming off of last year, Charles, and you said this to me in the car on the way over, it's going to be interesting to see what this year brings.
That's because they will actually be the team that's hunted now, and they haven't been that for a long time, meaning they're sitting on top of the NFC West. Many people think they might be the team to beat in the NFC overall, even with the Eagles and the Vikings staring at them. So explosive on offense last year. Defense kept getting better, and in the offseason, the defense added cornerback Marcus Peters, added defensive tackle Ndamukong Suh, both Pro Bowlers. They think that they're ready right now to challenge for a Super Bowl, and they intend to go for it.
Here's Goff now on second down. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Go. 12.
On second down, here's Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, lift! Whirling!
Throwing on third. Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. This is taken at about the 14. Gets past one man. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And a big no-no last time. A safety to make this score 2-0 where we stand now. So see if they can atone for that mistake.
You give up points. But on the flip side, the positive side, after you punted the ball away or kicked it away,
defense held.
Defense held for you. So there's a little bit of relief there. Now they know they can get back out on the field, run their offense, and try not to put their defense in a bad spot again.
29.
On first down, Carr. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
After the interception, here's Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Like 20.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Gurley looking for a repeat of his 2017 performance. He's off to a good start as the Rams come up 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
All right. Come on now.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Listen.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
We got 3 down. 3 down.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0. So it's our first offensive points of the game so far, and it gives us a very rare scoreline. We don't see this one often, 5-0.
Yeah, it's been sort of a weird one to this point, hasn't it? But hey, in this league, you take points any way you can get them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball, And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
98's down. 58, 98.
Throwing now is Carr. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
29.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Fielded at the 33. Look at the spin.
Balance.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Goff on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Rams add on to their lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 29. Hey, 734.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Four down. Check. Right down. Watch out. Hey, Raider 2.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
4 down. Check. 4 down. 93. Check. 93. No. 734. Check.
To throw again. Carr going up top. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
93.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, Lynch. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Lynch, the lone man in the backfield now on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Henderson across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
There you go.
Here's Goff. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Goff. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Taking it about the 16. A spin. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Check 26, check 26. You got 56 there.
Carr now on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
7:34. We're good, we're good. Right down.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are back within a score. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is down to 2. Carlson now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now in the East Bay. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. To throw on second down is gone. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Gone. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now gone, and he comes back with one complete. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little game. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Rams on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Again, Goff trying to lay one up deep. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They start the drive with Lynch. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Get down, get down. All right, 80. Check, crunch. We're good. Check, lie down. Check. Check out. 637.
Now Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, gotta have this one. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson.
Okay, it was 4th down, but you still had time here in the 4th quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it on their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st down, it's gone. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Goff now looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. throw. Gone. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. From the left hash, this from 37. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that's going to up the lead to 15-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, Raider 2.
Shotgun now for Carr. It's caught. Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
Go. Get set. Right down. 7:34.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's taken down inside the 30. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
29, 7:34. Come here.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start.